Derek Lively II has been a beast in this series. In fact, who is Derek Lively? Derek Lively is the Mavs' 12th overall pick in the first round of the draft last year. So he's a rookie, although he played 4 or 5 years at Duke. So that's a high level program for an experience, an extended period of time. But he has not looked like a rookie in this series. And I'm going to go as far to say as when he's in there, Ant-Man cannot drive into the paint.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what you saw happen in game 3 is when he went out, Ant-Man took off.
Mm-hmm.
And then in game 4, he didn't play. Ant-Man continued to dominate. Love Dwight Powell. He's not the guy to stop the Ant-Man in the paint. Right? And I think I think that they have missed Lively's production on defense. And I think he's a very critical piece to them winning this series. Now, he is playing in game 5, limited minutes. So we'll see how that goes. But to finish this thing off, there he is. He hurt his neck. It was pretty scary. He got landed on a knee. Mike Conley kneed him in the back of the head, obviously not intentionally, but he got kneed in the head. It was, hurt his neck and not a concussion, thankfully. But, he is needed to finish this series, and he's definitely needed in the finals against Boston to keep Tatum from just destroying them in the paint.
From running wild, definitely.
So Jimmy, do you agree with me? How much do you think the Lively injury hurts the Mavs?
Oh, it hurts the Mavs from a couple of standpoints. One is because, if you watch them for the past 2 months, month and a half, they've gotten into a rhythm. And Lively is a part of that rhythm. They got, I think Jason Kidd is comfortable with his substitution. I think that he's gotten better by putting guys together or in together at the same time. And so when Lively got injured, he's not available anymore. That messes up your rotation. That messes up, kind of the floor balance that you were talking about, where Ant is not driving into the paint, but now there are lanes to get to the basket, and he's taking advantage of it. So um, one thing that a lot of I guess the casual fan doesn't always see is just the comfortability that you've been playing with this person for 80, or we're really for him 80 games. But when they made those trades too, to incorporate the other players, that helped him too. So everybody's really struggling with him being out. And thank God it wasn't a concussion. Thank God it wasn't anything serious. Injuries like that happen in basketball all the time. We don't wear equipment. We don't have helmets, but we take elbows to the face. We lose teeth. We get stitches, all of that type of stuff. So I'm just happy that he's back on the floor, limited minutes, and we'll see how it goes. But they definitely need him if they want to win this or close out Minnesota and go to the finals.
That's right. I'm not sure that I would have played him tonight if he was. I would have given him the extra game. They were up 3-0, so they should have been able to
I
close
think
it
it's
out.
more like a moral boost. Like if they see
Maybe.
him out there giving it, I think it boosts
I know.
other guys to like do something. And
But
maybe
there's a
like
couple things
Luca,
I don't.
like boost Luca, to go from 35 or 40 to 50 or 60. Like that's
Look,
that's the kind of mind games I think Jason Kidd is using that for.
Jimmy, as that dad for the sports, I would like to say that there are a couple things I don't mess with. If you can ask my son, he literally broke his elbow in a game, and I had him taking snaps under center. All right. But if they get you don't mess with neck and head and stuff like that, you got to take that stuff seriously. So
Absolutely.
I don't mess
Absolutely.
around.
And
If
that's
they
why,
had
and
a
that's
neck,
why, and that's why